Hello students, so we'll move on with the next topic, that is control statement. So the control statements what you're going to see in PHP is similar to those we have already seen in C language, like the looping statements, for, do, while we have already seen. Similarly if, switch, so the same thing we are going to see once again. So the next topic what we are going to see here is about relational operators. So relational operators, when are we going to use as relational operators? Relational operators are used whenever you want to compare between two expressions. Okay, so greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, equality, not equal, so all these operators we've already seen in our C language. Other than this, what additional we have in PHP, that is equality and not equal. So what is this, we'll see. So this particular operator, so we'll assume you have two operands. Okay, so I'll just take some. We have two operands A and B. If both the operands are having same data type, we'll assume both are having integer and same value, both are having 2, then this particular operator is going to return a value true. Okay, so what will happen if both the operands or expression also you can say both are same data type as well as same value, then you can say, or then this particular operator is going to return a value true. Okay, so whereas the next case, that is not equal, in this case what happens, in this case what happens, so how do you have, it's like this. In this case, both the operands should not be of same data type and also they should not be of having same value. In that case, it is going to return a value true. So this is about the two additional operators what we are seeing in PHP. Okay, other than that we have 3 points wherein we are speaking about the comparison, so we'll see those 3 points. So the first thing what we are saying here is, suppose we have a string, one operand is a string and another one is a number, so you want to compare between these two numbers. So if the string can be converted into a number, string operand can be converted into a number, just one example like number, in that case you can perform numeric comparison between the two numbers, that is first case. And in the next case what you will say, the string cannot be converted to number but this number can be converted into a string, in that case you can perform string comparison. And in the third case what you can say, both are strings. Okay, both the operands are string, in that case what you can do, both can be converted into numbers. Okay, if both the operands are strings that can be converted into numbers, then numeric conversion is performed between both the operands. These are the three cases. Okay, so to avoid all this, so instead of doing all this, what we can do here is we can go for a function called as strcmp. What is this strcmp? That is string compare. So instead of doing all this comparison using the relation operators, you can go for the string compare function. That is what we are telling about relation operator. So we'll go to the next topic, that is Boolean. So whenever we say Boolean, these are the operators which are going to give you the result in terms of true and false. Okay, so you have Boolean operators like AND or XOR, then not, then you have logical AND, logical OR. So the only difference between and OR and logical and logical OR is AND or OR is lower than logical and OR. Only that's the thing what you have to say. Next we'll go to selection statements. So in C language we already learned some selection statements like if, switch. So all those we are going to see once again. So first we'll begin with the if statement. So the syntax of if within the bracket you're writing some condition. If this condition is true, then you're going to execute the statement. Otherwise, that is else, you're going to execute this part of the code. Okay, same thing here. We have a variable called as day, and day is, you're checking whether it is Saturday. If it is Saturday, so here you have logical and, logical or. So when it is logical or, either if this is true also you're going to assign this value, if this is true also you're going to assign this value. But if it is logical and, in that case both the values should be true, only then you're setting today as weekend. But in this case, since we're using logical or, Okay, so if the day is Saturday or the day is Sunday, then you're assigning today as weekend. Okay, else, so if this condition is false, then what you're doing, today is weekday. Then work variable, you're assigning it to true, that is you have to work. Okay, and the next one is about switch statement. So switch, again we are using the same syntax what we already seen in C language, that is switch followed by an expression. Here, based on the value of this expression, you are going to check to different cases. If none of the cases match, then you're going to the default case. Okay, so we'll just take an example. Border size, suppose I've given as 1. In that case, what happens, first you're checking here, this is false, then you're coming here, so in this case it is true, so you're going to print table border is equal to 1. Then this break is nothing but it is, after printing this statement, you are going to come out of the switch case. So if you have not written break, what happens, this statement will be printed, that is print table border is equal to 1. After that, the next statement also will be printed, that is table border is equal to 4. So we have to write the break statement so as you can come out of the switch case. Okay, that is one thing. Now suppose I have given the border size as 5. In that case, what happens, here no match, here no match, even here no match, none of the above cases is matching. Then what happens, the default case will be executed, that is print error invalid value 5, border size given as 5, and this br is nothing but the break tag. So this is the working of your switch statement. Next we'll go to the loop statement. So when you're going to the looping statement, whenever you want to execute something repeatedly, then you can go for the looping statement. So the first one we will see is while. So this while is called as a pre-test loop. Why it is called as a pre-test loop? Because you're checking for the condition in the beginning. So based on the condition, you are either executing the statement that is there in the body of the loop, or you're going to execute some other statement which is out of the body of the loop. Okay, so we'll just trace this here. So fact is equal to 1. Suppose n value I've given as 4. Okay, suppose n value I've given as 4. So what is the factorial of 4? 4 3 24, right? So you have to get the answer as 24. Okay, so now count is 1. 1 is less than 4. Is the condition true? Yes. That time you're going to come to the body of the loop. Then you're setting the count as 2, and you're making fact is equal to. So you can see here star equal to. Star equal to is nothing but the shorthand operator what you've used. So that is will be fact is equal to fact into count. So your fact value is how much? 1 into count is 2. So you got the new factorial value as 2. Now again come here. What is the new count value? New count value is 2. 2 is less than 4. Is the condition true? Yes. So your count value will be equal to 3. And your new factorial value will be previous fact. Previous fact is 2. And the new count value is 3, which you got from here. So your new fact value is 6. Now again come here. While count, what is the new count value? 3. 3 is less than 4. Yes, condition is true. So a new count value will be 4. And your new factorial value will be previous factorial. Previous factorial is 6 into count. Your count value is 4. So a new factorial value will be 24. Okay. So again you come here. Count value will be 4. 4 is less than 4. Condition is false. So your final factorial value is 24. Okay. So this is how you can trace it. So we'll go to the next one, that is do while. Okay, so while we said it is a pre-test, whereas do while is a post-test loop. So in this case what happens, you're checking for the condition later. So first you're going to execute the content that is there in the body of the loop, and then you're going to test for the condition. Okay, so here we are going to print, or you're going to get the sum of positive integers up to 5. So how is it? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what is the value you have to get? 9, 10, 15. So you have to get the answer as 15. So we'll just check that. Okay, so we'll just check. You have to get answer as 15. So count variable you set to 1 and sum you have set to 0 because you are doing sum is equal to sum plus some other variable. So you are initializing it to 0. So initially sum is 0. So sum is equal to. So again you have used a shorthand operator here. So how will it be? Sum is equal to sum plus count. So what is your sum value? Sum value is 0 plus count value is 1. So what is the sum value you're going to get? 1. And what is the count? Count will be equal to 2. Now we are checking here. Count is less than or equal to 5. Yes, count is, that is 2 is less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. Yes. That time what you're going to do? Again you're going to come here. So what will be the new sum you're going to get? New sum will be previous sum, that is 1 plus count. Count is 2. How much you're going to get? 1 plus 2, that is 3. And what is a new count? New count will be 3. And count will be 3 is less than or equal to 5. 3 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. Again come here. What will be the new sum? New sum will be previous sum, that is 3. 3 plus count 3, that is equal to 6. And your new count value will be 4. So again come here, while 4 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true. Condition is true. Then what you're going to do? Condition is true. Again come here. Sum is equal to previous sum. Previous sum is how much? 6 plus count is 4. Right? Okay. 6 plus 4. Okay. And count will be how much? Previous count was 4. So now it will be 5. 5 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, again condition is true. Again come here. Sum is equal to previous sum was 5. New plus count. Count is how much? Count is, oh sorry, here previous sum will be 10, right? Yes, previous sum will be 10. Yes, right? It is 10. Previous sum value is 10. So 10 plus count value is 5. So you're going to get the sum as 15. Sum as 15 and your new count value will be 6. Again come here. 6 is less than or equal to 5. Here condition is false. So final answer is sum is equal to 15. So this is about a do while loop. I hope you have understood. So next we'll go to for. Again for, you're checking for the condition. Okay. You are trying to find the factorial of a number. So factorial of a number already we have done, but this is using the for loop. Okay. So previously we had done using the while loop. So same thing now we will do using the for loop. So how is the working of for loop? How is the working of for loop? So again n value shall we give as 4? Okay. So we'll give n value as 4. So fact is equal to 1. Count is 1. So you can see here you have not put a semicolon here. So the initialization what you have done fact is equal to 1 as well as count is 1. So again here count is less than 4. So 1 is less than 4. Condition is true. Then what you're doing? You're incrementing count. Count will be 2. So fact is equal to fact into count. So your first original fact is 1. 1 into 2. So you got the fact value as 2. Again come back. So test condition. Count is how much? 2. 2 is less than 4. Yes, condition is true. So a new count value will be how much? Count value will be 3. And fact is equal to previous fact, that is 2 into 3. So you got 6. Again come here. Count is how much? 3. 3 is less than 4. Yes, condition is true. Come here. Count is equal to 4 and fact is equal to previous fact, that is 6 into count. Count is how much? 4. That is you're going to get 24. Now you check here. Count is how much? 4. 4 is less than 4. Condition is false. So what is the answer you got? You got the factorial value as 24. So this is a program. Okay, so next you have a program, that is example program that is given to you in your textbook. So we will see it in the next video.